Greetings, friends. Jeff Carter here, and today is February the 15th, and we are reading out of Daily Wisdom for Men, The Power of Godly Transformation. This is a devotional guide with men in mind, but I think it'd be good for men and for women. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. Oh, let me first off say thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for punching that like button so that this video can be shared all across the world and all the videos. And as always, I recommend picking up this book and all the books that I read from so that you can follow along at your leisure. February the 15th is titled Rejoicing When God Dwells Among Men. In Exodus chapter 40, verses 34 and 35 in the New Living Translation, it says, "Then the cloud covered the tabernacle, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Moses could no longer enter the tabernacle because of the cloud had settled down over it, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle." That's a lot of tabernacles. The glory of the Lord looks more dazzling than anything you've seen in this universe. When the cloud came down atop Mount Sinai, God's people trembled. Months later, when the Lord's glory left Sinai and filled the brand new tabernacle, everyone trembled again. 400 years later, God's people trembled once more when the Lord's dazzling glory left the tabernacle and filled Solomon's newly dedicated temple. That's in 1 Kings chapter 8, verses 10 and 11, and 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verses 1 and 2. Fast forward a few more centuries. Just as God had warned repeatedly, his judgment ensued. Accordingly, the Lord's dazzling glory in the temple slowly departed from the Holy of Holies to the entrance of the holy place, and from there to the outer gate of the temple area, and from there to a mountain, and from there, apparently, back to heaven. That's Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 4, chapter 9, verse 3, chapter 10, verse 4, chapter 10, verse 18 and 19, and then chapter 11, verses 22 and 23. But that's not the end of the story. Don't miss the exclamation point of history. Look, God's home is now among his people. He will live with them, and they will be his people. God himself will be with them. That's Revelations chapter 21, verse 3 in the New Living Translation. How dazzling that will be. And the prayer says, "Lord, transform me. Give me a new vision of dwelling with you in glory." Friends, if you're like me, you can't wait for Revelations, for the book of Revelations to start really happening. For the scrolls to be unsealed, for the angels of heaven to start shouting, "Holy, holy, holy," for, quite frankly, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. And if we're alive to see it, oh, man, to be called forth by God himself, to see that lightning strike flashing from one side of the world all the way to the other, for everyone sees it, everyone hears it, everyone knows exactly what that is. Because it says in the book, "And every knee shall bow, and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord, to the glory of God the Father." Friends, I know I am looking forward to this day. I hope that you are looking forward to this day, for the glorious returning of the Lord, for the new Jerusalem to be built, and for us to live in eternity in worship and praise with our Lord. Friends, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure to punch that like button. That way this video and all the videos can be shared all across the world. And as always, may God bless you. May God keep you, and may God continue to shine down his favor over you and your families. Bye-bye.